Today we're going to have our cars crash, catch on fire, and then return to the start. It's really quite easy to do if you go by it step by step, but we'll just show you what's going to happen. Watch the little purple car here. Here he goes, he crashes, catches on fire, and is sent back to the beginning. And he'll continue to do that until I stop this. Alright, so now let's take a look at how we make this happen. Okay, I already did this once, and you can see it down here at the bottom of the screen, but I'm going to go through the thought process on how we think when we're programming this. First thing I want to do is if this car touches the green, I want something to happen. So that should be pretty straightforward. We're going to go up to here, find the if, bring it in. The next thing, we've done this before, I'm going to find the if touching block, and that's going to be under the blue in sensing. So if touching color, and I have to pick the color just like we've done in the past. Alright, the next thing I want to have happen is I want it to catch on fire when it hits that. Okay? So in order to do that, I have to create a new costume, is what they call it for this car. So if you notice, I'm under the purple car. I'm going to click costumes. I've already made two. I'm going to make a third one just so you can see me do it. And I'll just copy button. And I get this one that's already on fire. I'll edit it. I'll make the fire a little bit bigger on this one just so we can see it. So all I'm doing is taking the purple car and making it look like it's on fire. We'll add some yellow. And how about a little bit of smoke coming out of it? Alright, so that's a pretty bad crash. We'll say OK. And back to the scripts. So now all I have to do is go over to the purple guys. And I'm looking, it says switch costume. And I have three costumes here. The first costume is the normal race car. Second one is the crash one I did before you guys got here. And the third one is the little crash one I just drew. So I'm going to go to costume 3. So that's what I wanted to do. When it crashes, I wanted to just kind of stay there for a second. So you need a little bit of a penalty when you crash. So I'm going to go to the wait. And you can decide how long you want it to wait there for, but I'm just going to do 1 second is fine. Once it crashes, in order to rejoin the race, we need to go back to our good costume. So I'm going to go back to looks. And now we'll switch back to costume 1. That's the one before it crashed. And depending on your game, you can do a lot of different things here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my guys go back to the start. So I'm going to come up to the blue and find the go to, and I'm going to drop that in there. The only problem is I like my guys starting back here a little bit more. So this is my start. It's again minus 95, 137, so I'll type those numbers in there. And that seems to be good. Next thing I need to do, I'm almost done here. If you're like halfway around the track and your car is pointing down, when it comes back to the beginning, it's going to still be pointing down. It's going to drive right into the side again. So what we want to do is just point in direction. And depending upon your track, you might have to change this a little bit. But I want mine to point in direction 90 degrees, which is the direction it has been from the start. If you have a crazy curve in yours, you might have to change yours a little bit. And that's all I got to do. I'll pop this back inside the Forever loop. I accidentally took this out from before, so I'm just going to put that back where it was. And let's see if things work. Here he goes. There he goes. Let's see. Crash. You know, we'll just keep doing this unless I steer him away. Don't, oh no. I'll try to drive him away. Oh no. And there we go. My little car.